and welcome back to the Financial Freedom Fairy. Today we're going to talk about my no spend challenge and which days I spent and what huge thing I actually dipped into my emergency fund for, which I know I shouldn't have, but we did. And let's get to it. I was able not to spend the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th outside of the budget. And then it's the 13th. Oh my goodness. I have the receipt because I just couldn't even believe it. This is from when we went to the theme park. If you watched my last video, I talked about how my brother-in-law, my husband's only brother, came to town and all he wanted to do with us and the kids was go to this theme park, this amusement park. And he's been talking about it for a long time, but we kind of were like, I don't think it's really going to happen. I don't know. So we didn't save up for it, which was a mistake because this $200 cash came straight from our emergency fund. And the total here was $186. We spent $40 on food, and I think like 30 more on tickets, because you have to have tickets to ride. So we have $256 that we overspent on the 13th. So I'm going to color in the 13th. But as I was saying in my last video, I was really happy. This was something very important. Lifelong memories. Our kids loved it, had a great time with their uncle, their only uncle, their dad's side. And so we felt like even though it was horrible where we had to get the money, at least we had the money. So we are a low income family. We only live on one and maybe a quarter incomes because I stay home with our 6 kids most of the time because childcare is outrageous for 6 littles. Here is my spending tracker. So here I'm going to log what I overspent on. So last time, and I've been meaning to add, I want to put my totals. Last time, oh my gosh, 7A, I already wrote it. And I already put the green check. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that was over. And then 7/13, we went to the theme park, amusement park, whatever you want to call it. And it was $256 we had not budgeted for. Oh man. I hope it was worth it. I think it was. We live in a city with really good food, or near really good food, lots of it. And sometimes I just get really big cravings, and I really wanted this Cajun fried shrimp with fries that it's like Louisiana style. And oh man, it's delicious. So oopsie, that wasn't a check mark. That was the 8th. I'm sorry. Oops. Okay. That wasn't it. I wish it was. The 14th we did good. 15th. After this happened, we were like, okay, let's get serious. Let's not spend. That's an 18. Oh my goodness. 18th. What's today? 20. Really? We didn't spend. Oh, we spent here. I'll write that down in a second. Okay. So my kids are actually in swim lessons right now. 4 of them are taking swim lessons, and it's actually in a lake. And yesterday, the lifeguard teacher for my son said, one of my kids, it's so funny that I have 4, but only one of them needs a wetsuit because he just was getting way too cold in the lake, and it's just gonna be better if he has a wetsuit. So I'm gonna do wetsuit. He said we pretty much have to get it, so we're like, okay, we will. And it was $35. Let me see. I wonder what brand it was. Can't remember. My new money savings binder. Okay, so savings challenge binder. I had not budgeted for that. Oops. Delivered the 22nd. So probably purchased here. So I'm actually going to change that. And we'll do out of order, but that's okay. $7.20, $5.59. Not bad. So put the line, and I'm going to do the total. Oh, I was doing so much better. Like every time it was like 115. This one was 95. This one was 115. This was 46. Wow, look when you add up how much I did not budget for that we spent. That's like just sad, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some math. I'm still waiting to get my calculator. All right, so we have 43 plus 256 plus 35 plus $5.59. Ooh. It's $339.59. All right, and so just for curiosity, if you take away just the theme park, that means I only overspent by $83.59. So it is a little bit closer to that range if you don't take into account those giant things. But oh my goodness. I noticed doing the no spend challenge, even though it's not perfect, I noticed that it makes me really think about it so much more, obviously. And if I do spend, I'm like, well, if it's only $5, it's not so bad. Instead of just being like, oh, who cares how much it costs? I'm just going to get it. Like I kind of was in the past, a little more careless. I think it would look cooler, it would look better if these were also colored in. Oh, it's taking a while though. Okay. We just have to go. Look at this one. First 5 days. I wonder if there's any patterns. Okay, I have new markers and I actually have the colors I wanted. Red and green. So I'm going to start with the red. Get rid of her. Okay, so there it is. My no spend challenge from July. All my printables are on my Patreon site right here if you're interested. And I will see you next week. Bye.